Insurance is the only investment you hope is wasted money.
A woman who doesn't want kids receives the response that she will change her mind, while a woman who wants kids doesn't even get questioned.
You can be good at something without liking it.
Car alarms subconsciously train humans to be less responsive to alarms.
It's easier to honestly open up emotionally to a stranger than your closest family or friend.
The next big leap for video games visuals isn't graphics, it's physics.
Children have imaginary friends. Adults have imaginary enemies.
Looking in a window is always creepier than looking out of one.
For a fly, it must be horribly embarrassing to be swatted by a slow lumbering human in front of its friends.
Bald girls have a huge advantage in fights.
Usually someone who lives in steep hills is either very rich or very poor. The middle class seems to prefer flat terrain.
There's a whole group of people out there who see nothing wrong with putting their shoes on the bed while lounging around the house.
It's weird to think that in the near future we might not know if we're chatting with a human or an AI.
Replying to posts feels different when you know ChatGPT will be trained on your reply.
Most people that speed are only creating a race to the next red light.
Bad criminal lawyers won't get any bad reviews.
It's easier to notice the presence of a negative thing than the absence of one. Conversely, we are more likely to notice the absence of a good thing than the presence of one.
Comprehensive coverage is a necessity in a superhero comic book world.
Technically, all we see is past. We can only see present and future.
Now for a quick break. Stay tuned for more shower thoughts. Listening to people cuss in their second language ends up being more hilarious than threatening.
It's interesting that prisoners in media are often portrayed as muscular considering the quality of food they're given.
Cheesecake is a cream cheese pie.
Bowser and his Koopa army have the potential to take out entire kingdoms, but instead he opts to just stealing a princess. He might just be a hopeless romantic strung out on revenge.
Alarm clocks are a central part of what keeps our society together.
Everything on the Taco Bell menu is the same thing.
There are people who have died more than once.
You are a bit of universe. I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
Hey listeners, tired of all the doom and gloom on the news? Then check out the Get Happy Headlines podcast by my friends, Stella and Mickey. It's a podcast dedicated to bringing you family-friendly, uplifting stories from around the world. Give it a listen, I know you will like it. Search for Get Happy Headlines in your podcast player or check out the show notes page for the link. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.